Welcome to ancient Greece, a civilization that flourished from around 2000 BCE, known for its profound influence on the development of Western culture, philosophy, art, and politics, to 146 BCE. This period saw the rise and fall of many powerful city-states, each contributing uniquely to the rich tapestry of Greek history. Located in southeastern Europe, ancient Greece consisted of the mainland, the Peloponnesian Peninsula, and numerous islands in the Aegean Sea. The rugged terrain and the surrounding seas played a crucial role in shaping the Greek way of life. This diverse geography shaped the development of independent city-states, or polis. Each polis had its own government, culture, and identity, often leading to both cooperation and conflict among them. The history of ancient Greece is divided into several periods: the early Greek civilizations, the Greek Dark Ages, the Archaic period, the Classical period, and the Hellenistic period. Each of these periods brought significant advancements and changes. The early Greek civilizations, including the Minoans and Mycenaeans, laid the foundations for Greek culture with their impressive palaces, art, and trade networks. The Greek Dark Ages followed, a time of decline and obscurity, but also of transformation and resilience, setting the stage for the rebirth of Greek culture. The Archaic period saw the emergence of city-states, the development of the Greek alphabet, and the creation of monumental art and architecture. The Classical period is often considered the pinnacle of Greek culture, marked by the flourishing of democracy in Athens, the philosophical teachings of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, and the creation of timeless works of art and literature. The Hellenistic period followed the conquests of Alexander the Great, spreading Greek culture across a vast empire and blending it with influences from Egypt, Persia, and beyond. The legacy of ancient Greece endures to this day, influencing modern Western culture in countless ways, from our political systems and philosophical thought to our art, architecture, and literature. Join us as we explore the fascinating history and enduring legacy of ancient Greece, a civilization that continues to inspire and captivate the world. The story of ancient Greece begins with the Minoans and the Mycenaeans. These two civilizations laid the foundation for what would become one of the most influential cultures in human history. Their contributions to art, architecture, and trade set the stage for the classical era of Greece. The Minoans, who thrived on the island of Crete, are known for their impressive palaces and advanced maritime trade. Their civilization, which flourished from approximately 2600 to 1400 BCE, was centered around grand palatial complexes like Knossos, Phaistos, and Malea. These palaces were not just royal residences, but also administrative and religious centers. The Minoans were skilled artisans, creating intricate pottery, vibrant frescoes, and elaborate jewelry. Their extensive trade networks reached as far as Egypt and the Near East, making them a dominant maritime power in the Mediterranean. The Mycenaeans, based on mainland Greece, are famously linked to the Trojan War. Flourishing from around 1600 to 1100 BCE, the Mycenaeans were known for their fortified palace complexes such as Mycenae, Tiryns, and Pylos. They adopted many aspects of Minoan culture, including their writing system, Linear A, which they adapted into Linear B. The Mycenaeans were also formidable warriors, and their exploits were immortalized in epic tales like Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. Their society was hierarchical, with a king or wanax at the top, supported by a network of nobles and bureaucrats. The collapse of the Mycenaean civilization led to the Greek Dark Ages. Around 1100 BCE, the Mycenaean palaces were destroyed, and their complex society disintegrated. This period, which lasted until about 800 BCE, saw a significant decline in population, loss of writing, and a general regression in cultural and economic activities. However, it was also a time of transformation and adaptation, setting the stage for the eventual rise of classical Greece. The stories and legends from this era, passed down through oral tradition, would later be recorded and form the backbone of Greek mythology and history. The Greek Dark Ages, from around 1100 to 800 BCE, saw a decline in population and literacy. However, the Archaic period marked a renaissance, with the introduction of the Greek alphabet, the rise of city-states, and the establishment of the Olympic Games in 776 BCE. By the Archaic period, the polis, or city-state, became central to Greek life. Athens and Sparta emerged as two of the most powerful city-states. Athens was known for its democracy and culture, while Sparta was a militaristic society. Greek mythology and religion were integral to daily life. The pantheon of gods and goddesses, led by Zeus, included deities such as Hera, Poseidon, and Athena. Temples like the Parthenon were built to honor these deities. In the early 5th century BCE, the Greek city-states faced the Persian Empire in the Persian Wars. Key battles included Marathon, Thermopylae, and Salamis. These victories preserved Greek independence and set the stage for Athens' golden age. The 5th century BCE marked the golden age of Athens, a period of cultural and intellectual achievement. Philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the groundwork for Western thought, while the Parthenon epitomized Athenian art and architecture. The Peloponnesian War, which took place from 431 to 404 BCE, was a conflict between Athens and Sparta. The war ended with the surrender of Athens, leading to a period of Spartan dominance and, well, weakening the Greek city-states. In the 4th century BCE, Macedonia rose to prominence under King Philip II and his son, Alexander the Great. Alexander's conquests created one of the largest empires in history, spreading Greek culture across a vast territory. The Hellenistic period, spanning from 323 to 31 BCE, followed Alexander's death and saw the blending of Greek culture with those of the Near East and Egypt. Despite political fragmentation, this era was marked by scientific and artistic advancements. The Hellenistic period was a time of great intellectual and cultural growth. Scholars and artists thrived, producing works that would influence generations to come. The famous Library of Alexandria, for instance, became a beacon of knowledge, attracting scholars from all over the known world. Hellenistic cities were bustling centers of trade and cultural exchange, where ideas and goods flowed freely. However, the political landscape was tumultuous, with various Hellenistic kingdoms vying for power. This instability eventually led to the rise of Rome as a dominant force in the Mediterranean. Greece eventually fell under Roman rule in 146 BCE, after a series of conflicts and battles. But its cultural legacy continued to influence the Roman Empire. The Romans admired Greek art, philosophy, and science, incorporating many aspects into their own culture. Greek architecture, with its iconic columns and intricate designs, became a staple in Roman buildings. Roman philosophers studied Greek texts, and Greek became the language of the educated elite in Rome. The legacy of the Hellenistic period can still be seen today in museums and historical sites around the world. It was a time of remarkable cultural fusion and intellectual achievement, leaving an indelible mark on history. That's a brief overview of ancient Greece. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into each of these fascinating periods in future videos. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss an episode. Follow us on this journey through the rich history of ancient Greece.